for me, it's a very show that talks about a lot of pain, or came from a lot of pain. And I want to understand how people get to a place where it is so painful, but then come out on the other side. When you think about like the addict, imagine calling this, and I didn't know that was abusive. Yeah, I'm kind of looking at that now like, yeah, that's abusive. I'm way more than that. You know what I mean? Even at your worst, you're even way more than that. You know what I mean? Or you've
always been way more than
that.
that.
That's what I'm saying.
Always been.
But yeah, you don't think like that. Welcome to Real Talk TV. I'm Darryl, your host. Thank you guys for joining me tonight. Tonight I have a good show for you. I want to say before I start, appreciate everybody that's watching the show. Continue to like it, share it, and please subscribe to the channel. Got another great show for you. Tonight's guest, I have a very special guest. I have Coach Stephanie Barboza, fitness and weight management lifestyle coach. She's also a minister, prophet, and a woman in long-term recovery who credits Jesus Christ for her transformation.
Yeah.
Hey, Steph, what's going on?
How's it going?
I'm doing good.
All right.
For those that don't know you, can you please share a little bit about your story?
All right. Well, I am a grateful believer, a follower of Jesus Christ, and I walk in victory over my childhood traumas, substance use disorder, and a whole bunch of other things that came along with that. But I'm walking in victory and forever working on my well-being.
Right. We was talking about it. You said that your recovery or your process didn't start until you turned your life to Jesus Christ. Tell me a little bit about that.
Oh, absolutely. 1997, that was a long time ago, right?
Yeah.
It was in 1997. To make the long story short, I'm gonna say that one day I was on my way out, so I was going down the street, the church around the corner was around the corner for me. The music was bopping, non-denominational church. Music was praising and the doors were open, and I like music.
Yeah.
Who doesn't like music, right? So I was just jamming, and they was like, come on in. Found my way, bopping up the steps. So long story short, end of it is, got in there, and it happened to be Communion Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
So I was suffering in my addiction, but when I got in there with all the praising and the worshiping of God, and then the pastor started talking about what the day was, Communion Sunday, and we're getting ready to take communion, and discussed what the bread, the body of Christ, and the blood of Christ, and the signification, how Jesus Christ was born for us, he died for us, remission of our sins, and how we can have new life.
And he said all that to you?
All that was in it.
Okay.
And that's what the communion was about.
Okay.
And I was suffering in my addiction, and I know if you don't, well, I'm sure you have the experience. There's times even in our addiction where we didn't wake up every morning and say, I'm gonna go out and get my vice, I'm gonna go out and get high, right?
Yeah.
We didn't say that. There were many times that I woke up and said, Lord, please help me, right? Help me, or I cried out for help. Well, this one day, it finally clicked for me. It finally happened for me. And it was a Sunday, a Communion Sunday, when I really understood what the bread and the little juice they give you, what it was all about.
Did you, at that point, is that when you turned your life over to Christ?
Yes.
That day?
That day was Communion Sunday. I remember crawling, being on my face, as they say, floor ministry, right?
And from then they just,
from there.
did you have any more struggles, or was that?
No, I didn't have any more real struggles with it after that. And actually then, at that time, I didn't even want to leave the church then at the end. And I remember them saying, well, you know.
You got to get out of here, right?
Yeah, you got to get out of here.
You got to go home.
And luckily for me, the pastor, credited to, who was now Bishop Orlando Harris, I knew him from elementary school as well, so he knew my family. We knew each other growing up. And then he was excited for me being there. He knew I lived around the corner. He had actually stopped me several times before and said, when you come into church? When you come into church? Yeah, one day. Yeah. So I finally came, and so when he came to me then and explained, it's time to go, I said to him, I don't want to go, and I opened up and told him, if I go back that way, I'm going to see the drug dealers, I'm suffering with an addiction, blah, blah, blah. And remember, he knew me as well. He knew me. It's not like he didn't know what I was struggling with. And he said to me, promise me you'll come back tomorrow, right? Meet me here tomorrow. So that's how I started. Met him there, started cleaning the church, and I had another outlet. I wasn't just sitting in the house, idle mind, isolated, right?
So they totally embraced you and everything?
Yeah. Yep.
Wow.
And then it just evolved from there. I will say today, I am now serving as a minister in that church.
Good stuff. No, I know when I first met you, when you came through, you're free. You can
Yes.
you can tell you're free. You know what I mean? Your spirit's free. It's like some stuff you do, I don't know about.
That's the Holy Ghost.
You know, oh, yeah. But no, you can tell that, no, I'm serious, you can tell that you're free. And I mean, it's attractive. That's pretty cool. All right, so in your eyes, well, before that, in recovery, how can I put, well, we're taught to, a higher power. Why don't they give that a name?
Oh, why I give it a name.
I know, I'm saying, but why, I know you do, but why? Like I was told it could be a chair, it could be whatever. Why do we go that way? Why we don't just tell it what it is?
Right, because not everybody believes in God the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, right? So they try to conform to the world, like you just make it everybody, you choose what it is for you. When the reality, as a believer, we know what it is, but we confess these things that I believe in God. I believe in the Son of God. I believe that he died, he was born for me, he died on the cross for me, and he rose up for me. But not everybody is a believer. And that is why, because believers, right, we believe in the word. And then you have different denominations as well. So what in the denominations, what do they believe? And then that's when they make it their own. As far as I'm concerned, the word is the word. You add nothing to it and take nothing away.
Yeah, I know. It's just crazy because when people do talk about this, there's some people that come in and they talk about Jesus Christ, and they kind of like get shunned. People don't want to hear that.
Right.
Why, if that's real and ultimate, I know it's many pathways, but if that's the real source, then why we can't welcome people with that? Or you know what I mean? It's, like newcomers. Right. Why we can't direct them down that path?
Well, you know me. I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
Because anything else to me, that's blasphemy. Yeah. Okay? And I am not gonna deny my God.
Yeah.
So when you're around me, I'm what I'm doing. Other than that, don't invite me.
Exactly.
All right? Because I'm gonna stand on what you believe. You gotta stand for what you believe.
Is that probably why Jesus Christ is really not in the halls, because the people that are in there that might believe him won't stand up for him inside the halls?
Yep, it's because not everybody, accepts him. And why they don't want to change their life?
Completely.
Okay.
From the inside out, they like the external living.
They want to do what they do. Do what you do.
Yeah.
That's what they want to do. Do what they do.
All right, cool. In your eyes, what's the difference between believing in God and living through God each day?
So believing in God is when you read his word and you take his word and test it, try it out for yourself, right? To see it work in your life. You got to believe in something or you'll fall for anything. So the first thing you do to believe in him, take his word, what you read, what he said, and put it into action. Apply it, put it into action and see it work for you. Then your faith, you get faith because you've seen something work and now you come to believe. Gotcha. Right? Unseen things are hard for us to, we have doubt in unseen things.
Exactly.
So if you are a true believer, you're going to trust the word that which you read, put it into application, practical application, to see it manifest in your life. But until you start putting into practical application and you don't see it, you don't receive it. So you don't obtain it.
Cool. How do you stay spiritually grounded in your walk, especially when life gets heavy?
Community, especially in recovery, we talk about community, right? What is community? So I keep a community of other believers around me.
That's your central theme, right?
That's my thing.
Central, all right.
Yeah.
So you keep it, and how
I stay connected to church, right? With COVID, we had to go to online stuff, right? But it's nothing like being inside the church, right? To be in the house, right? It's different when you're in the house. Many times I can worship and praise while seeing it online, but I make sure I get into the house, get into church, get there where I'm talking to people, being around that energy, that energy that we have. So stay connected, staying connected to God, the vine, but also connected to God's people.
Don't forsake this assembly.
The assembly. Don't forsake the assembly, but stay connected. You stay isolated, Devil's Mind, your workshop, but you got to stay connected. And that's what works for me, staying connected. Staying in his word, but staying connected to the body.
Got you.
Right, to the people.
That's all right. That's how you get empowered.
That's my community.
Got you. All right, tell us a little bit about Club Bless. When you sent it to me, it was formed like in an acronym. What is the acronym?
So the acronym stands for Christians Lifting Up Belief. But then God said, tell them it's a twofold. It's a twofold. He said, tell them why.
Why?
Why do Christians lift up belief? And like you just said, how do you believe? Why do we always tell believe God, trust God, try God, right? Have hope, have faith. Why do we say that? Christians lifting up belief. It's the acronym. He said it's a twofold because Christ loves you best. It's not about me. Christ loves you best. Before I could love you as an individual, I had to learn how to love God. Then learn how to love myself. Now I can love others genuinely. Unconditionally. You got you do you, I'm still gonna love you.
Facts.
Right? I still love you, right? I know how to handle you, but I still love you unconditionally. And that's how God loves us, right?
Yeah.
And that's the message.
That's the agape
God
love.
loves you, the agape, God loves you best. We are blessed, and that's the message.
So,
Blessed.
not to cut you up, but self-love. So you said something like
Yeah.
God, and you definitely have to love yourself.
You
I
have
don't
to
think
love-
in that process that we're in, the traditional recovery, it doesn't teach you to love yourself.
No.
It still teaches you to love people, places, and things. Cause I know in my struggles, I kept building externally. And the people that I saw that were successful in recovery, I seen the external, the house, the car, this, the girl. And then when you look deeper, you don't really see too much inside. Like, man, you know what I mean?
That's
the person's still
worldly.
hurting.
Right.
And you know what I mean? Still hurting and still pain. And I
Right.
know that happened to me. I mean, I had everything outside, but I still wanted to jump off the damn bridge.
Right. So when we look at recovery and the philosophy of recovery, they're not focused on self-love, right?
Yeah.
It's always recovery is work your program, right? Go to groups. Now they're starting to do it.
Yeah.
In a lot of recovery groups now, you will get the wellness, the 8 dimensions of wellness. They start talking about it now.
Yeah.
Right? They're talking about it now and they're trying to implement it now. But to the playing field of spiritual wellness is a thing. But in spiritual wellness, it's taught as finding your inner voice, right? Sitting still and listening to yourself,
Yeah.
right? For us as a believer, I know who I am, right? Because who created me. It's not about who I am, but whose I am.
Yeah.
So therefore, the self-love comes from first, I have to learn God's love, how to love God in spite of myself. When we think about, I've been through this, I've been through that, I've been molested, I've been raped, I have rejection, abandonment, right? I had to learn to peel back those asking God why. We always say, why?
Yeah.
Why did that happen to me? And then God showed me things, right? His hand on my life, and he loves me. Right?
No matter what.
No matter what. And with all my bruises and scars, right? With everything that I've been through, even the things that I've done to others. Because,
It ain't just one
let's
side.
keep it
though.
real. It ain't just one side. People did it to me, but I did it too.
Yeah.
Right? I've hurt some folks.
Me too.
Right?
Yeah.
So within that, you learn how to forgive. Then you start learning to forgive yourself. And you start seeing yourself differently. Right?
Yeah.
And you start liking the person you see. When you really start knowing who God is, his love for you, then you know how the love that he has for you, you can see that in yourself.
Yeah.
When you
Wouldn't
look
it be
in those
wise
ways.
then, you're right, wouldn't it be wise for us to, do the self-love project, the thing that I'm doing? I think for me, the more I love me and loving me as a creation, the more I look for a creator. Wouldn't that be like a smart way to kind of
Like smart recovery.
no, I'm talking about smart discovery.
Right, smart discovery.
A way for people who can really see God. I think because I hated myself that I couldn't see God.
Right.
Because why? I was disconnected. Why?
Right. And you're speaking to the platform that God has given me. Club Blessed. Right.
Let's talk about that.
That's the platform. And that platform is where I get to talk about God. I'm going to make Jesus famous.
She's never made
Okay? And ain't nobody going to stop me.
No, they won't.
All right? Because I'm going to be the light. I'm going to stand out. I'm going to be like the city sitting
You
on
do
the
that
hill
already,
draws-
without that.
Exactly, but God created me to do that, right? And I don't come down off of that. But that's what it takes. And even in your platform, you do that in your way, right?
Yeah.
I'm a mouthpiece for God. That's why they call me Minister Prophet Stephanie, because I'm a mouthpiece for God.
So that's what that means, minister?
Yeah, prophet is a mouthpiece for God.
I know. I just learned something.
I speak on his behalf, right? That's a lot of requirement. right? So
It is.
it's a lot required with that. So it's a lot of separation from a lot of things, right? Just so I can sit quiet and hear from God. Right?
Good. Let's get back to that. Okay, so what inspired you to start Club Bless? Where did it come from?
I had a vision.
Talk about
God
it.
just began to just download like I was driving. In the
And
first,
the name came up?
yeah, he said I was blessed. And my church, we always sing this song, we're blessed in the city, we're blessed in the field, we're blessed when we come and when we go, we cast down every stronghold, right? So with that, and we're always, you hear Christians say all the time, how are you? I'm blessed and highly favored. I'm blessed and highly favored. Okay, but what does that mean? It means I'm happy, right? Blessed in English means you're happy. So God said to me, that's the name. He gave me the acronym, CLUB, Club. I always wanted to open up a gym.
Okay.
And I wanted to do it where the platform was about Christ-centered, because that's how it worked for me. When I came into recovery, I started going to the gym, okay? And then doors opened up to me. I was focused on taking care of this body, which is the temple, of God. And then things started happening for me. He gave me that acronym, see a Club Blessed, and then eventually he showed me that it means Christians lifting up belief. He told me that what he was giving me was for the body of Christ, it's for the men and women and the children of God, that this is what it is, the platform. So it took years of evolving in unveiling what it is, but it's always been about wellness. Fitness and weight management was always the bait, because that's what he did for me. Going to the gym helped me to not use drugs, right? Aligning it with the word of God. My body is the temple. 1 Corinthians says, do you not know? I had to get a true understanding of that and learn that my body is God's temple. When that revelation hit me and it clicked, I stopped drinking, stopped smoking. When people would swear, I'd be like, ooh, stop swearing around me. You know? So it took time to really get to where it is today, but it was always about...
So this is years and years?
Years. My first business, Club Bless, started in 2005.
Wow.
It was transportation and more. It was always and more. God gave me the power to get wealth, to stop working, and I opened up a transportation business, and I used to drive people to and from church, go to the soup kitchen. There used to be a soup kitchen on Main Street, and I drove people that were on welfare or needed to go to trainings, to the trainers, to the train station. I was Uber before Uber was Uber.
He said I was an Uber before.
Okay, everybody who knows me knows I was Uber before Uber was Uber.
All right, so what is the different? How's the approach different from traditional fitness coaching?
Because the foundation, the platform is Christ-centered, right? It's Christ-centered. And shout out to my clients, right? They know when I coach with them, I'm always aligning it and realigning it with the Word of God, because it's not me, and I need them to understand. So fitness.
So a person, give me a day. Say if I was a client, how would you serve me?
Well,
what would I do?
First off, you're going to tell me, well, how can I serve you?
Wow.
Right? Because I'm here to serve you.
Exactly.
I've started fitness in 2000. My first certification came up in 2003. That's when I got my first certification. Here it is, 2025, right?
Wow.
So I have a wealth of knowledge. So my thing is, how can I help you on your journey to wellness?
And so is it just physical?
Oh, it's everything. Spiritual. The 8 dimensions would I apply it all in, right? Because
what does that mean? I don't
the
understand.
8 dimensions of wellness. So you got spiritual, physical, intellectual, emotional, social, and then you got occupational, then you got environmental, and you got financial.
All of that?
All that is encompassed. So even when I meet with folks, I talk about budget. I say, okay, what's your budget?
Wow.
Because you hear all the time, well, I hear it all the time. It costs too much to eat healthy. Let me tell you, I'm worth all that and then some, okay?
Yeah, it does cost a lot.
It costs it, but I'm worth it.
Yeah.
So, but you got to look at your budget and you tailor it to that. My big thing is, why do you have to go out and buy all the groceries and put them in the house? Why you got to buy all that? Why you got to do it?
I don't know.
Are you afraid you're going to spend your money and won't have enough next week?
I don't know. I don't know. That's how I was learned to shop.
That's the way we learn to shop, right? Especially me on food stamps, right? I get my food stamps once a month. Oh, we got 2 carriages full, right?
Yeah. We don't.
Right? So learning to budget. Let the supermarket hold your food in there, and they're gonna rotate it. You're gonna get fresh every time. Right?
Wow, that's smart. I never got it.
So we look at the family dynamics. So
That's
I'm
smart,
a single
Steph.
person. It's just me. So you have 2 kids.
Yeah.
So you're gonna feed you and 2 kids.
Yeah.
You're gonna get a family pack of chicken. Right? You're going to get a family pack of chicken, and you're going to make sure that you wash it, clean it. I always say that first: wash it, clean it, and then you're going to cut it. Yeah, you always got to wash it, clean it.
Rinse it off, or
Yeah.
you talking about
wash
clean it?
Clean it. You got to put some vinegar in there and stuff. Get all that bacteria and stuff. What? Oh, we gonna have another conversation.
Yeah, we
about
gonna
that
have
one,
to have another.
right? Even your fruits and veggies need to go in a bowl with some vinegar in there. Some white vinegar. Yeah, releases all that. Well, if you have a touch of fruit and vegetables, it has like a film on it. You eat that.
Well, can we go to the next?
That'd be another time, okay? But you want to look at your family dynamic. You get a family pack of chicken. You want to cut it up. You know what your kids are going to eat. As an adult, you want at least, as a man, you want about 5 ounces of protein. As a woman, it's about 4 ounces of protein in my meat source. Right? So you want to cut it up and make sure you got enough for the 5 days. So when I go shopping, for me, and if I don't want to eat chicken every day, I'm going to get a pound of the ground turkey, and I'm going to get a pack of chicken. That's going to last me all week. And
1 pack of chicken?
Yeah. You're only eating dinner with that.
Oh, okay.
Right? So that's what people think. I'm like, no, think about it. In the morning, you have eggs, or you can have yogurt, or you can have cereal. Right? It's about what type of cereal, quality and quantity. Right?
What type of cereal you like?
Oh, I do the wheat biscuits. I'm on a budget, okay? I'm on a budget. I get the organic stuff, but it's wheat. There's no artificial flavoring, no sugar in there. I get that. I measure it out. You get like 7 to 9 servings in the back of that on your box cereal if you look at it. But the serving size will say a half a cup or 3/4 cup. Deliver your food. Use the measuring cup to put in that bowl. Don't pour the whole bowl in it. Yeah. Because
I guess we do have to talk, because I'm way off.
And this is what I teach the clients, because on that bowl of cereal, it's going to say at least 27 grams of carbs or more, and carbs turn into sugar. So I'm teaching them the 80% of nutrition. 80% of your body transformation comes from that which you put in your mouth, what you put into your body. Exercise is only 20%. And out of that 10% is the intensity. So if you ain't challenging that muscle to build, you ain't making no muscle and you ain't burning no fat. You just going through the motion. So we want to get it right.
Wow.
Right. We get it right. So I teach you that. I'm going to sit down, find out, is it weight loss? Is it strength training? Is it, I just need to get started. So we look at what's your week like? What's your day like? We find time to make sure you're getting at least 7 to 8 hours of rest. Very important. A night, 7 to 8 hours. Your body heals when you rest. Your body is healing. Your body is literally creating new, fresh cells.
When you're sleeping.
When you sleep, you're generating new cells. And it's healing. It's restoring, right? So we got to look at how much sleep you're getting. We got to look at what are you eating? How much water are you drinking to flush, right? Do you have any injuries? Do you have any joint issues? Right?
You go through all that with me.
All that.
Wow.
Generics. What are we up against? As in my family is diabetes and high blood pressure, right? So I have to make sure that I'm watching that sugar, because that thing will creep up on you in a minute if you don't pay attention. Diabetes is genetic.
Yeah.
We can sit there even as a believer and pray that thing off all day long, but if you ain't doing the work, it's going to get you, because faith without works is dead. You got to do your part, right? So I go over all that. I do have people. And if this is you, listen close. They'll come to me and say, oh, I just want to lose my belly. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to send you to YouTube.
Yeah. If that's all you want.
I'm on there. I'll give you some exercises, but it takes more than that, right?
It's a whole changing of mind.
It's a whole mindset, discipline, right? Consistency, all that. So,
but do people ever say it's too much?
Yeah, all the time. I'm overwhelmed.
But I mean, I'm sure you do it in increments. You don't do that.
Right, we reel it back. But when some folks first get started, they want to eat the whole pie. I let them go ahead, try it. Because I don't know what you can do until you show me. Then I reel you back and say, okay, now, can you try it this way? Let's do this. instead.
So you let them go ahead and
Let them trial and error. Do you learn best by doing?
making some mistakes. Yeah.
I give you the whole picture, tell you what it's going to take. In my program, you can lose 1 to 2 pounds per week on just doing the nutrition.
Wow.
And doing some movement. So you just can't sit on your butt.
So in the mornings you do the, you're up too early for me. I caught you a couple times. I was like, oh my God.
And you caught me at the end. I'm already on breakfast number 2.
Yeah, probably, yeah. So in the morning, so you get up, what time you get up?
When the good Lord wakes me.
But what I'm saying.
Sometimes it's 3 o'clock. And then when I get up at 3
So
o'clock,
where's your 8 hours of sleep?
I'm in bed, baby.
This is late for you.
If I wasn't here right now, I'd be up in them covers right now.
Wow.
Okay? I'll be up in it. Then again, tonight's Tuesday. I do have a class tonight. But typically 7 o'clock.
You'll just shut it down.
Lights out. Yeah, my alarm goes off. And then no matter what I'm doing, computer shut, out the living room, get your butt in bed. Yeah.
Wow.
I'm important.
I am. Well, I thought I was important, so I need to take my
butt. Take care
butt.
of me. Yes.
Because I get only like 3 or 4 hours. I think me staying up at night is good because there's no energy. My mind says I get to quiet and work.
What time do you get up in the morning?
The days when I go to center, I have to get up like 7.
Yeah. See, I have to get up at 3. I get up to sit with God, right? Mm-hmm. Before I even get in front of the camera.
How long?
I sit with him. I sit with God first, like literally wake up. Sometimes I have dreams and I'll try to analyze. I'll ask God about the dream, analyze it. It prepares me for the day. This can be another topic at another time. But there's this prayer watch hours. So I acknowledge those when it happens, right? So if I'm waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning, I know that this is when that war is going on in the spiritual realm of my day, what my day is going to be like. So I will sit and listen to the Holy Spirit, put on my armor before I get in front of that camera. I'm literally out of the bed at least by 4:30, preparing to get in front of the camera for my 5 a.m. online training. And let's go.
Yeah, she's something else, man.
And then there's a 6 o'clock prayer, and there's a 6:30 prayer, and then there's shower, and then I'm off to work by 8 a.m. My day starts earlier than yours.
Way earlier. Your day starts when I'm shutting down, probably.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, what are some of the misconceptions people have about fitness, wellness, and faith? What do you think, in your opinion?
The misconception is that it happens overnight.
People come to you and think it's,
And I always say, go ahead, rub my head. Anything happen. I ain't no genie. Ain't nothing happen. Ain't nothing happen. Ain't gonna happen like that, right? So the misconception is that I could lose it now and keep it off, right? They quick fix things now, right?
We're taught that.
It's lifestyle, right? It's gonna come back. If you don't use it, you lose it. I'll be a little bit transparent. And lately, I've noticed that I used to do bodybuilding, right? And I'm going on to, I'm 59. Right?
I don't want to.
I'm 59, but I noticed that a lot of the definition in my legs are gone and a lot of definition in my back is gone. And that's because I haven't been in the gym doing the serious leg pressing, right? I'm not doing the big weight pull downs, right? I am doing maintenance, right?
Okay.
Which is fine. Maintenance is fine, but at my age, I want more for me, right?
Do you want to go back to like you were before?
Bodybuilding? Oh, I loved it.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah. I love it.
Deep?
Oh, yeah. I love it. I love it. But I'm on a budget. So.
It costs a lot to do
Yeah.
Why?
Right. Well, supplements, right?
Yeah.
When you're wear and tearing, you're literally wear and tearing your joints on high impact with the heavy weight.
Yeah.
So you got to make sure you're taking your supplements that are going to heal your joints, especially at your age. Right?
Yeah.
Especially at our age, because as we get older, if we're not eating the right things and taking the right supplements, you lose bone density. You're not getting it overnight. It don't happen like that. You literally have to put this stuff into your body to restore the body, to help the body to thrive and to build strong bones. Cardiovascular, right? Cardio, people want to do cardio. Walking's great. It's so great. It's low impact exercise and gets you moving.
You run all the time though, don't you?
I do HIIT, high intensity interval training. So I'm getting my heart rate up and bringing it back down. I'm maximizing fat calorie burn versus just my
doing
calories.
What?
HIIT.
What's that mean?
High intensity interval
and what's
training.
that, running?
I'm getting my heart rate up
Okay.
to my max, and then I'm taking it back down, then I'm getting back up, taking it back down, and getting it back up.
Is that good for you?
Oh yeah. You ever think they tell you don't rev your car? You do that, you're burning more gas, right? Same thing. So I'm burning, then I'm coming off it. I'm burning, then I'm coming off it.
Okay, I never knew that. Another question. How do you measure success today? Is it physical progress, spiritual peace, or something deeper?
I'm going to say spiritual peace.
That's how you measure progress?
Yes, if I have peace, peace within everything that I'm doing and things that are happening in my life. Situations and circumstances, right? They happen where not every day is the way you want it to be, right?
Mm-hmm.
Things happen.
It's gonna be tailor-made, right?
Right. We have, the government shut down right now. That's affecting me, right?
Yeah.
The government shutting down, that affects my job, right? Yeah. That also affects some of my goals and plans for me personally, right? So it affects my livelihood. So, but I have peace, spiritual peace in that to know that God's got a plan.
You got the final answer, right?
He's the Alpha and the Omega. Oh, I ain't got to, I ain't gonna worry about that, right? I give it to him. And that spiritual peace is what gets me day by day, and everything, whatever comes my way. Whatever comes, it is what it is. Right?
You trust God then?
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
Totally.
And people say they trust God, but then they worry. If you trust, you can't do both.
You can't do
right?
both.
So I'm just saying, so when people say trust, then you see them in the weight room going crazy.
Right, and let this be like a little tip. If you are trusting God, but yet you're worrying, God's just not through with you yet. You still have some things to learn in that area because ultimately, God could fix it just like that.
Whenever he wants to.
Right? He can do that. But he wants us, he says, in all that you get you an understanding, right? To understand wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. And when you're leaning not in your own understanding, you're acknowledging God in all your ways, you will see the hand of God in your life work that thing out for you. And he does that purposely so that we don't get the big head. I did that. No, you didn't do that.
I manipulated God.
I did that.
God's my man.
Automatically, you're going to turn that back over to God, right?
No, I get it.
Without even saying, Jesus did it. You just be like, right? People will see your great works and glorify God.
Yeah, and that's what he wants to do, right? He
That's
wants
what he
people
wants.
to see
So that spiritual peace, the peace that surpasses all understanding.
And it's hard to have peace in a society that teaches us impatience. Everything's fast.
But you got to not place your eyes on society. Keep your eyes on God. Do not be conformed to the world ways, right? Yeah. Everything that we see going on. You got to take that and give it to him, right? And I always say, know who you are because of who you are and the authority that you hold. Life and death is in the power of the tongue, right? We have to declare and decree some things. But you can't do that if you don't believe that you have the authority to do that. I always say, I'm a legislator from heaven. Okay? I come from the heaven legislator.
Yeah.
So when I speak with that authority because I know who I am. So we're voting right now, right? Today's November 4th.
Yeah,
we're voting.
It's crazy.
We don't know what's going to happen, but God knows. But we must exercise our right to vote, number one. But we also need to pray for them that is in leadership. They put their pants on the same way we do.
And even if you don't like them.
Even pray.
So do you think if God has allowed them to be there? Because if he didn't want them there.
He gives us all choices, right? We have choices, but we also know there's going to be a day and a time we come back.
Yeah.
We just got to be ready, right?
Yeah.
But spiritual peace and walking in that and using the authority that you have as a believer, right?
So let me ask you something. So anyways, let me get you. So how has your journey shaped you as a woman, a leader, and a servant? Because you got a lot to say, so you do. That's why I can't wait for you to have your show so I can produce it.
How has my journey shaped me as a woman.
A woman. Yeah, first of all, a woman.
Yes, it
A
started
leader.
off with a woman. We're taking one bullet at a time.
All right, taking one bullet at a time.
Right. As a woman.
Yeah.
As a woman, I know that I am not like a man. Number one, I'm a woman. So I'm gentle, right? I'm nourishing. So my journey has taught me how to soften up a little bit, right? Because of what I've been through, it was hard times. So I had some, rough around some edges, right? How to reclaim my worth, right? As a woman.
Right.
So my journey has helped me to identify that I am a woman, right? I'm a nourisher. I'm also a leader, so we're going to leadership. So
we're going to leader, yeah.
So my journey has also taught me that as a woman, that I'm also a leader. And I think about women in the Bible. My journey reflects back to the Bible, basic instructions before leaving the earth.
Wow,
the book that I read is the Bible, basic instructions before leaving the earth. The Bible speaks to me. So I reflect back to a woman in leadership in the Bible, and I'll use Deborah. She was a leader. She had courage, and she held like 4 or 5, don't quote me here, positions from a judge, right, to being a prophetess, right? She held many titles.
Deborah,
a great leader. So as I learned about the stories in the Bible and other women in the Bible, I could identify with that within me. My mother used to always say, "You think you know it all," because I used to always say, I know, right? I know, right? And nobody could really tell me nothing. I was always that strong one that's like, I can do it, right? And I always knew that there was a quality within me that spoke to me, that be a leader, to be in lead, to lead others, right? I love people, always like to be around people, but I also knew too, I'm not so much of a follower. I just like to be around people. I'm more of a leader towards the people. So my journey has helped me to identify, one, that I'm a woman, that I can soften up a little bit, right? Because I've come through a lot of things that took away from me as a young lady. There were a lot of things taken away from me, so I had to learn a woman. I'm more like, I used to be more like a tomboy, but I find today that through my journey, not only being soft, that I can be a little feminine, right? I can get this little balance there, right? But I'm more cool, no makeup and that natural thing, but I learned how to do that and be that leader for women. And the other one was?
And a servant.
A servant. And
Before you say, we do it. So in your lead, you empower other women, right?
Yes, and that's how my servanthood is there.
Okay, yeah. So
my servanthood comes into there. So as a business, as an entrepreneur and a person in business, they always tell you what's your niche, right? Who's your audience? My journey has showed me that my niche is wellness, right? The 8 dimensions of wellness. I use fitness and weight management as the bait. Let me get you in here.
Yeah.
Right? Then I'm going to give it all to you. But also that I am called to speak to women. I'm called to help women. Right? I think I've shared with you that before. I can connect men to other men. I have connections with other male trainers that also are believers, and their foundation as their deliverance is a platform that's going to glorify God and make Jesus famous. So I can trust people with them. I'm just not going to throw you to the wolves. I'm going to turn a man over to another man that can speak to the things that a man can speak to.
Yeah.
But I'm an expert for the women.
I'm an expert for
called to the women.
Cool. All right, so let me ask you, so what impact do you hope to make through your nonprofit and your coaching combined? What's the impact? The
biggest impact, and you hear me say it all the time, my biggest impact is to make Jesus famous, because it's not me who is going to empower individuals with what they need to become the best version of themselves. It is God that does that, because he knows what your entirely inner your inner person, because it works from the inside out. He knows what's going on inside. He knows how to touch you in those areas that are going to allow you to see yourself the way God sees yourself, so that it's not, again, I'm wellness, right? It's not about ripping the runway to the point, I just got to have a flat belly, and that's not
the total person.
It's the total person becoming the best version of yourself. So Club Bless is about making Jesus famous, standing standing firm on that to be an example to others. Like we started at the beginning of this whole conversation, why don't people talk more about God?
Because
Right.
it bothers me because I struggle with it. You know what I mean?
Right.
I struggle with it, and
Right, they talk about
coming
Buddha.
in, we talk about everything else.
You can do all that.
Talking about the man
Buddha
on the corner.
dead.
We talking about the man on the corner that
Okay.
served us, but we don't care.
Yeah, but those
Soon as
gods are
Jesus'
dead.
name
They're
came.
not there. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. I get it. What's next for you, Steph? Where do you see Club Blessed? Any new projects? Any goals? Tell me a little bit what's going on in your future.
Okay, so where I am right now at Club Blessed is, we're formulated as a faith-based nonprofit. So right now I'm looking to do contract work as a consultant and working with women in recovery by engaging with the recovery centers or even women programs or even in churches where I can introduce my curriculum, the wellness pathway to recovery, which we all are recovering from something, right? Yeah. So you can actually implement it with everything, whether it's sugar. So I do a sugar fast, sugar detox as well. So that's where I am right now, is implementing it, reaching out and getting the curriculum in the hands of organizations that are actually serving those that I'm here to serve. So I can partner with them. So I have been doing work in Taunton at the Taunton Peer Recovery Center. Our first 90 days was amazing, great results. So we are putting in for another 90 days, but 2 times out the year to go into the Taunton Peer Recovery Center. And what we did was we started a women's empowerment group. And then I come in twice out the year and I do wellness. We have one that we're getting ready for now, and it's called The Wellness Pathway to Recovery, The Rebuild. The rebuild. We're rebuilding ourselves. It's healthy choices for healthy outcomes. Okay. And it's all about the 8 dimensions of wellness. And as you know, I've been in Brockton. I'm looking to partner with the opioid abatement fund money that is out here. So where the individuals that I'm here to serve, that I can serve, they're not paying for it, but we're tapping into the resources that are available in the community, right? So even the organizations, they don't have to come up with it.
With the money.
We tap into the abatement fund that is there for the community members and the organizations.
All right, so how do people, good job. So how do people, go to, whether they go to the center or go to the, like the directors in the center and say, hey, we want to have Stephanie in there, and how would they do it?
With the centers, the peer recovery centers, it's usually the community members that allow the programs to come in. So my next step would be to go in and introduce the curriculum to their community members and then let them take a vote if they want it, and then work alongside with the directors to go ahead and look for the funding to be able to do it. And I will say, I'm all about budget, right? So I have kept it budgetable, so that
budget friendly, right?
It's very budget friendly, right? So that we can keep it going, right? And I do a for-profit as well. That's what you see online. That is my Unique Physique Women's Fitness. That's my for-profit.
That's the thing. I wrote that down. That's why I asked you.
So my for-profit, I use that to bring money into the nonprofit, right? Okay. To bring into the nonprofit. So those seeds go into there. Because I'm online, I would love to have brick and mortar, is what they call it, a storefront.
What's it called?
Brick and mortar. That's what they call it in the business world. It's a brick and mortar in the realtor world, right? So I am on the hunt of finding that place.
And you already had a place, right?
I did in Providence, and then COVID came and I had to get to work, right? And then I was also doing this in Georgia, so.
Yeah, nothing's going to stop you.
So nothing's going to stop me. So where I am right now, ain't nothing going to stop me. Nothing's going to stop me. I believe everything's at God's timing, right? And this again goes back to walking in peace. I know it's going to happen because it's a vision that God gave me, right? I already wrote it down. My business plan is all written up. It's all set. Yeah, shout out to SCORE.
Who's SCORE?
SCORE is my mentor. SCORE, the small business thing. So Massachusetts happen to have them everywhere. So you go to them, it's free mentors. They help you write out your business plan, from the mission to your projections to the whole thing.
Well, I need to learn about something about SCORE. Send SCORE
and it's free.
Send SCORE to me,
And it's free. So that's the next steps, is waiting for the funding. The funding is the big thing. It's about the only thing that's keeping me from actually going into a site right now. It's the funding. So the funding's getting in place.
It'll happen.
Oh yeah.
And we're going back down to the Brockton, man.
That's right. We're coming.
We're coming to
We're
Brockton.
coming to Brockton.
Yeah, coming to see you. Yeah, good thing. All right, so this is that part of the show that's just your camera. You can say whatever you want to say, pass with any message you want to pass. You know what I mean? No, seriously, this is your part.
Yeah.
Do your thing.
So I will say, I gave it some thought, right? Kept it simple, but I really gave it some thought because I wanted to make sure that I would make the impact. I know, we're having this authentic conversation and I'm just spilling it out. But what happens usually is you go back home and say, oh, I wish I would have said this. I should have said that, right?
Yeah. I hear you.
So again, I want to thank you.
We are worst critics sometimes,
right? But I want to thank you again for the opportunity.
Anytime.
For allowing me to come in to share that which God has given me in my hands to use, right? To share that, to share this gift. So I took some time and I thought about it. Right. And the way that I wrote it down was I said to myself, what advice would you give to the women of today with all that's going on today? Because it's hard being me. It's hard out here, right? So I'm going to read what I wrote. Again, this is like downloads too. So I'm going to speak to the believer or somebody who is journaling. When you write these things down, who's to say you can't read what you wrote? The words that come out of your mouth are very powerful. They actually create, when God created the earth, he spoke it into existence, right? You want to make sure that you're very strategic with the words that come out your mouth because it's going to align and navigate the course of your destiny. So this is what I have for you ladies today. Let's be honest. Being a woman today comes with a lot. We are expected to hold it all together, to be strong, to be successful, to be soft,
yes, be soft.
submissive, and definitely as a believer, spiritual, right? We're not of this world. We are to be spiritual. All at one time.
Yeah.
All at one time. But here's the truth. You don't have to have it all figured out to be powerful. You just have to keep showing up, keep growing, and keep believing that you were created on purpose for a purpose. Wellness is all about, when spiritual wellness, it's about knowing your purpose for me. And then my delivery with what I have to share is to help people identify their purpose in life. who does God say they are? What did God create them for, right? There's so much pressure out there to compare your journey to someone else's. Don't do that. But comparison steals your joy and your peace. Ladies, your lane is sacred. What God is doing in you might not look like what he's doing in someone else's life, and that's okay. Your story, your timing, your healing, your glow up, it's all part of God's plan. Club Blessed stands for Christ loves you best. We are blessed. You are blessed. You are blessed. Tell yourself that every day. I am blessed. Here is where you will find women who choose connection over comparison, love over judgment, unity over isolation, and belief over fear. We rise by lifting others up. I believe we shine brighter when we support one another. So today, I just want to remind you, you are enough right here, right now, today. Don't let the noise of the world make you forget your worth. You are valuable. You are worth more than anything else in this world in God's eyes. Take care of your mind, guide your peace, pray often, and never stop believing that you're blessed not because everything is perfect, but because you're still standing, you're still becoming. It's time to reclaim your identity and your worth daily, day by day. So take your life into your control and put into practical application. What does God say about you? And own it.
Thank you so much. Wow, powerful stuff, man. Thank you. Thanks for coming.
Absolutely. Thanks for having
You're a
me.
good person, man. I met you since the day I met you. You're a good person. She's gonna have her own show. She deserves her own show. We're already in the mix of setting that up. Hopefully, I can still produce it. You know what I mean? So, you need your own show. You definitely do. The women need to hear from you. So, thank you again.
Yep. Thank you.
And thank you guys for watching. And as always, I like to say I love you to Taisha, Darryl, Zayla, and Jaden. Peace. And Daze in the building.
Daze!
Good job, Steph. That was kind of powerful. Like, wow.